Metal Gear Solid began development in 1994 and was released in 1998. Developed by Konami, produced and written by Hideo Kojima. The stealth action game not only made series creator Hideo Kojima a household name, but it also expounded the boundaries of what most people thought was possible in a video game design. When making Solid Snake, Hideo Kojima looked to actors Jean-Claude Van Damme and Christopher Walken. The former had an impact on Snake's physique, while the latter was used for the face. Solid Snake's iconic bandana also comes from Christopher Walken's character in The Deer Hunter. When developing the look of Metal Gear Solid's unique stages, Hideo Kojima actually used Lego blocks to build what he had envisioned for each stage before they developed it into the game. Let's talk a little bit about the story behind Metal Gear Solid. You control Solid Snake, a soldier who infiltrates a nuclear weapons facility to neutralize the terrorist threat from Foxhound, a renegade special forces unit. Snake must liberate hostages and stop the terrorists from launching a nuclear strike. Metal Gear Solid takes place in an alternate history in which the Cold War continued into the 1990s, ending at some point near the end of the 20th century. Along with Solid Snake, he is joined by a huge cast of friends, allies, and enemies. During the mission, Snake receives support and advice via Kodak from Colonel Campbell, Snake's former commanding officer, who supports Snake with information and tactics. He is also joined by Naomi Hunter, who gives medical advice, Natasha, who provides item and weapon tips, and Master Miller, a formal drill instructor and survival coach. And Mei Ling, who invented the solution radar system used in the missions and also in charge of mission data. The player can call her to save the game at any time. The main antagonist of the game is Liquid Snake. He is the genetic counterpart to Solid Snake and the leader of the Splinter Cell group Foxhound. He is joined by Revolver Ocelot, a Western-style gunslinger, expert interrogator, whose weapon of choice is the Colt's single-action army. Also joined by Sniper Wolf, Vulcan Raven, and Psycho Mantis. Psycho Mantis being one of the most iconic boss fights in all of games, in my opinion. Other characters include Meryl, Colonel Campbell's niece, and a rookie soldier stationed in Shadow Moses. And Dr. Hal Emmerich, the lead developer of Metal Gear Rex. The Ninja, aka Grey Fox, a mysterious cybernetically enhanced agent who was neither ally nor enemy of Solid Snake. Metal Gear Solid was groundbreaking and way ahead of its time, in my opinion. Its level designs, boss fights, and story still hold up today, and it had some of the absolutely most unique boss fights in gaming. For instance, Psycho Mantis. Easily one of the most memorable and my personal favorite boss fight in the entire game. As a kid playing Metal Gear Solid and coming up against Psycho Mantis and having him tell you what games you've played, how often you've saved, and the fact that he could make your controller vibrate at that time was absolutely mind-blowing. The fact that you had to unplug your controller from port 1 and plug it into port 2 to be able to counteract him reading your every move before it happens to actually win the fight was another thing that blew my mind when I was playing it. I had no idea how to do this. And I couldn't just look it up because I didn't have a computer or access to the internet at that time. Of course, information like that really wasn't flowing around at that time on the internet. Where did you have to go? The guide. So I saved up for a couple weeks, got myself a strategy guide, and learned how to actually win the fight. And to be honest, I kind of miss those days.
Still don't believe me? Now I'll read more deeply into your soul. I can see into your mind. So, you like Suikoden? So, you like Azure Dreams? You like Castlevania, don't you?
If you've never played Metal Gear Solid or even seen a playthrough of it, I highly recommend you play it if you can, or at the very least find a quality playthrough of it online and give it a watch. It is easily still in my top 5 favorite games of all time. That's it for this episode of Retro Flashback. Join me next Monday where I'll be discussing another one of my all-time favorite games, Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation 1.
What did you say his power level is? It's over 9,000!